Shalom, call halal Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kwadash, double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, even the elders that came before them that taught us his truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers that are pushing the word of truth and its sincerity, the hopeful elect, Tabernacle of David. Aquath lesson and learning being a pillar of rest, 144,001 the hopeful elect of Israel. My brother slash elder, shalom and salutations to you all. In a quick lesson, the new normal. Jacob's trouble is the new normal. We're going to spell normal like this. Let's see. Inward, right? War, right? N-W-A-R. Normal. M-A-L. Normal. Right? The new normal. Right? So it'll be the new like this. Boom. New normal. What is the new normal? Jacob's trouble. New normal. JC. JT. Yakub, nigga. Jacob's trouble. Good trouble. U-B-L-E. Jacob's trouble is the new normal. New war, right? Look at your boy handing out, writing up executive orders, right? Fuck. One of the executive orders says, fuck posse comitatus. He got it at his signatures right there. Fuck posse comitatus DJ Trump. That's how he's doing things. This is the new normal. Fuck posse comitatus. This is the new normal. All right, so where are we going to start? Bible Hub. I am the king of Bible Hub. I don't care what nobody says. I'm kidding. Let's see. Ecclesiastes. A-S-T-E-S. 3, right? The new normal to everything. Let's get right here, KJV. Ecclesiastes 3:1 to everything. There is a season and a time to every purpose. Season and a time. What time are we in? What kind of Babylonian are you? What kind of American are you? What time are you? What time are we? We're in the time of what kind of Babylonian are you? Okay? What season? We're in nigger hunting season. Okay? Do you have your nigger hunting license? Because it's nigger hunting season. To everything, there's a nigger hunting season and a purpose. What is the purpose of nigger? Well, sometimes we eat them. They're delectable, you know. Oh, and just heavenly. Right? And our time left under our heaven. So there's a time for you 2/3. Some of you are going to be delectable to the devil. He's still eating. He's got a purpose under his heaven. Anyway, Salakia. Okay, so this says everything. Let's jump down to 8. Let's get to this part. Okay. Oh, you just want to talk about, there's Esau? No. We get to this part. There's the supreme warrior. You used to call him the ultimate. No, the supreme warrior, the one who created it. And there's his son, who is also what is it? Let's get that real quick. Let's reckon. Oh, right here. Look at this. What's that doing just hanging out right there? What is he? He's a judge and a warrior. See? See that? He's a warrior with a gavel. He's gonna clunk you right? Over their head like a pot of shivers. Shiver me pots. Right? Like Caractacus. You can Caractacus pot your head. Motherfucker. Oh, Salakia. Look that up. Caractacus pots. Yahushua gonna have that scepter, right? Nor a lawgiver from between his feet. And he can pop you Caractacus pots. he can literally, Yahushua, he give you right there to literally, as they used to say at Death Row Records, crack your motherfucking cranium, bitch. First of all, okay, Yahushua will be riding atop the chariot, which on the West Coast we do call, up in the Bay, we call it ghost riding the whip, all right? So he can ghost ride the chariot, number one, to be matter of fact, right? And then he can pull out a scepter and crack your motherfucking cranium. So if any of you motherfuckers need your cranium cracked, step right up. Right? Salakia. I mean, we can get into it. See that word right there? You can call him Smitty. The smith that bloweth the coals. Oh, all right, Salakia. So, what time are we in? Let's just read this since we're here. This is the time we're in, man. We're about to see this, right? This is a miraculous sight, heaven opening, huh? And what's coming through, right? And the armies which were in heaven followed them through that portal. You understand? These miracles are about to see. And nigga, this is cloaked, and the nigga don't understand that. You understand? But understand this right here. This is Revelation 19 and 19. And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies. See? And their armies gathered together. See that? To do what? To make war. What time are we in? To make war against him that sat on the horse and against his what? Army. What do armies do? Okay. Look at all these armies. This is all the armies what? Of the earth? That's a lot. Mercenary teams. What do they call these motherfuckers? Militias. The Michigan militia. And their armies. Paladin. What's these guys? BlackRock. Well, this is a personal army to the highest bidder. Right? And these sheiks, and they got I have my own personal, right? And there aren't who? The kings, these sheiks. Here you got NATO and you got conventional armies, you got private armies. And what are they? Well, they're armies first. But what else are they? They're gathered together. What do they do? Of course they make war, but what are they? They're gathered. What are gathered together? Armies. Well, who gathered them? And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their army gathered. Well, who did the gathering? Well, here's why they were to do what? To do the two-way firing range. Not the one way where you just shoot at a target, but the target is shooting at you, firing and maneuvering. The two-way rifle range. Gathered together. Who was good? Their armies. Well, somebody gathered them, and it wasn't him that sat on the horse because he was gathered too. He was put in this scenario, right? You want to find out who did the gathering? Remember these words, gathered together. And their armies, right? Somebody named I. Not this I. That's a different I. Let's get the other I. Let's go to Joel, 3rd chapter, and we'll read it in the King James. I, there he is. will also gather all nations, right? And do what? Bring them down into the valley of Yehoshaphat, right? You will do what? Gather together. Gather together. What? The armies of the what? Who? The nations. I will gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Yehoshaphat. I will gather the all nation. I will gather all the armies of the world. Whoa. Who's I? I, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, the Lord, will do these things. There I will judge. Who's doing the judging? The Most High is the judge. You understand? He put his son on it, but look, I will gather the armies of the world into a trap I have laid, right, in my favorite pit. Okay, so when you go back to Revelation, them armies. And I saw the beast and the kings of their armies. There they are, same scenario, gathered together to make war. There we go. Okay, this is when they stop fighting. We can go straight to the Apocrypha. They get gathered together, Right, what is that, 13? It's a lot. Bear with me. Might as well do it, and then we'll go ahead and close. So we're in this, we might as well start looking for the conclusion of this thing, because when you understand that they're already fighting, Michael and his angels have already stood up. All right, so this is, when we see this, we're damn near out of here. All right, we're looking up, gathered together. Is it 9? Let's see. Gathered together. Is that the first one? All right, let's get it. This is 2 Ezra 13:5. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. Same thing as in 19. Same thing as here. Right? To do what? To make war against him that sat on the horse. This is him coming out of the sea right here. Right? Oh. Right? Where did we go? And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of heaven to subdue the men that came out of the sea. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain, and goes ride the whip. Salah. And flew. See this word? Everybody leaves it out. Don't leave out that word. He didn't fly upon it. He flew up. He flew up upon it. See? Flying upon it is one thing, but flying up upon it is more than just flying upon it. See? He flew up upon it. He was ghost riding the chariot. All right? But I would have seen the place or the region whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. After this I beheld, and lo, all they which were what? Gathered together. See that? And lo, after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight. And lo, he saw the violence of the multitude that came. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been, a blast of fire, and out of his mouth, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, which and fell with violence upon the multitude, which was prepared to fight. Prepared to fight who? Him that came out of the sea. And burned them up, every one, so that upon the sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. Okay? So gathered together, right? That's who's gathered together. That's who's gathered together. Where is it? Who? The armies of the world, of the earth, of the world, right? Of the world. Where? Middle East. With their hinder part toward the uttermost sea. Paraphrasing. Okay. The northern army. I will gather together the northern armies of the world. Let's get that. The northern army. Joel 20, Joel 2 and 20. I like this one. Okay, let's just read it. Joel 2 and 20 in the NIV. I will drive them. It's a lot. I will drive the northern horde, right? Army. I will drive the northern horde far from me, pushing it into a parched land in the desert, right? And barren land, a parched and barren land, its eastern ranks will drown in the Dead Sea, and its western ranks in the Mediterranean Sea, and its stench will go up, its smell will rise. Surely he has done great things. It's not the one that I read that I liked. There's Mediterranean. So I like this dead. Where? Oh, there it is. Let's read this in the NLT. Joel 2 and 20 in the NLT. I will drive away these armies from the north. Let's talk about here in Babylon the Great. Right? Even what armies? Well, regular army, NG, National Guard, ER, Enlisted Reserve. Those armies. Okay? Regular army, National Guard. These are different armies. Blackwater, whatever they call themselves nowadays. I know they switched it up. I will drive away these armies from the north, right? You know that ISIS is an army from the north. Who trained them? Who do they work for? Who cuts them a check? Okay. I will drive away these armies from the north. I will send them into the parched wastelands. Those in the front will be driven into the Dead Sea. This is talking about what they call the Middle East, right? Or Western Asia. And those at the rear into the Mediterranean. The stench of their rotting bodies will rise over the land. Surely the Lord has done great things. So anyway, wow. Let's see what we got. Yeah, look at this guy. Let's give him a listen, shall we?
Not to Zelensky, he wasn't. But the Trump.
He's riffing on World War III.
Thank you. Thank you. I like yours too.
Two questions. One on peace. Why don't you think any other European countries are offering a peace deal? It seems like no one's come to the table for peace except for you.
Yeah. It's a very good question. Sometimes questions aren't answerable. They're in a very unusual position. They don't know how to end the war. I think I do know how to end the war. despite the Russia hoax, I've always had a good relationship with Putin. And, you know, he wants to end the war. He wants to end it. And I think he's gonna be more generous than he has to be.
Where's-
And that's pretty good. That means a lot of good things. Because frankly, you could have,
Hold on, let's read this real quick because this is about him. Where was I? 2 and 20? Nope. Oh, right here. Look. Second Ezra's gotta get along away from this cookies situation. Um, we'll start at 1. Second Ezra's, what is this? Is this 9? Yeah. Second Ezra's 9 and 1. He answered. Second Ezra is 9 and 1 in the GNT. All right. He answered, consider all. Who is he? That's Ezra. He answered, consider all these things very carefully when you see that some of the signs I've told you. No, this is the angel speaking. Consider these things very carefully when you see that some of the signs I've told you about have appeared. You will know that the time has come when the Most High will bring judgment on the world he has created. Therefore, Salah, there will be earthquakes, national rebellions, right? We're watching this. International intrigues, and this is the part that I'm pointing at. Unstable leaders and confused rulers. Okay? When you see these things happening, you will know that they are what the Most High has spoken about since the beginning of creation. Now, real quick, let's go back to this unstable
great deal of, but
clown, right? This guy is driving the entire everything over the cliff, single-handedly, right? Yeah. Let's see. It's gonna do what it does. You got to promote the devil a little bit here. Let me see. And the clown.
The news that you were nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. And the reason for that was the
Nobel
work that you led
Peace
on
Prize.
Abraham Accords. I spoke yesterday with the member of parliament, the Norwegian parliament, that nominated you, and he said what the Nobel Committee is looking for from you, Mr. President, is security guarantees for Ukraine. Is that a possibility, Mr. President?
so before I even think about that, I want to settle the war, get it finished. Because if I'm not here, nobody's going to settle it. And President Macron has said that, and everybody said that. The prime minister's a president.
We just read who's going to settle it. Yahweh Shai is going to come out of the fourth dimension. You understand? He's going to settle it. He's going to settle the war. Let's go back there and go ahead and end it. Because this buffoon will just keep pandering. Whatever, name you want to give it. Damn, look at that. Let's go. Slovakia. Where were we? I want to go back to Revelation. Where's that? Revelation 19. Damn. This is weird. Right, I was in Revelation 19. Okay. Whatever. That's why I wanted to get out. Let me see. New King James. Let's read that. And that's all it be. See, I mean, we're here. We're about to watch this take place. Okay? Now, what happens right before this, right, is World War III proper. So we're going to see this. Slovakia. Assembled together. Okay, this is them in the same place at the same time. And then they turned because they were fighting each other before. They figured that they had bigger fish to fry, which is a different, that's a different lesson. Anyway, yeah, this clown, all right. This is where it's going, man. It's in motion, all right? It's in motion. This has to happen before Yahushua shows up. Okay, World War III got to be popping, right? So yeah, we'll cut it right here. Yeah, new war, new normal. The new normal is what? War. There's only one thing that will be constant between now and the pickup, or the being saved. I'm saved. You Christians, you're already saved. You're already raptured, and you will be raptured before the tribulation. So you don't have anything to worry about. You are dismissed. All right? But those of us that got to go through Jacob's trouble, right? Those of us that have to, what does it mean to endure Jacob's trouble until the end? Okay? As a good soldier. Yahushua is the example. They tortured him and then they killed him. But all you got to do is believe on him and then just tiptoe, right? Do wickedness right up until that day. And you're good. I believe. Yep. All right. So anyway, those of us that know war is hell. Hey, war is hell. Let's get that. War is hell. Who is that? MacArthur? One of these motherfuckers. General MacArthur. Who said, what is this? This is not even fucking. Bear with me real quick. Yahoo. Fucking bunch of Yahoo. Who said, quote, war is hell. General MacArthur, famously, question mark, right? In order to get this AI, you got a General William Smedley, William Sherman, war is hell. Schmidt, Tecumseh, Billy Tecumseh, Tecumseh, war is hell, is a phrase attributed to American Civil War. Ooh, ooh. Uh-oh. General Sherman. Who is William Tecumseh? Oh, he's talking about General Sherman? Oh, yeah. Yeah, war is hell. You got that ass whooped, yeah? Anyway, yeah. Guess what? Welcome to hell. All right. Welcome to hell. What time are we in? Ecclesiastes 3. One more time. Can't get there. Go straight to it. A time for war. Okay. If you don't understand this, okay? If you don't understand this, okay? Regardless, everybody's in the time warp. You don't get to pick and choose. You have to understand. Anyway, with that, we hope that the elect ratified, brothers and sisters. Shalom.